Hey everyone, Robin here. In this video, I will be breaking down a method for scheduling your workouts, creating a sustainable schedule throughout your week for training in a way that honors your nervous system, your hormone levels, and your overall preventing injury self. All right, so we'll be talking about something called the 4-day wave and how to train on a wave. Okay. So to understand how to train on a 4-day wave, we need to also understand levels of intensity of movement. So let's first get into that. Intensity of movement, we're mostly looking at our heart rate. So how fast is our heart pumping to disperse blood into our system? We can measure our heart rate on our own without the use of any watches or fancy gadgets. We just need to do a little bit of math. So go ahead right now and grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper. We'll do it really quick together. All right, so let's go ahead and take the number 220 minus your age. So my age, 32, 220 minus 32. All right, so whatever number you got, that is your estimated heart rate maximum. So that is the maximum that your heart rate can handle based on your age, essentially. There's lots of other factors, but we'll just go with this estimated number. All right, so then we move on to, okay, if that is the maximum, I don't want to train to my maximum heart rate. That can lead to things like incontinence, feeling dizzy, even passing out. So we want to train smart, being that we would only take ourselves to an 85% max of that number. So how would we just get to that? We would take that maximum number you just calculated, and then let's times that number by 0.85. Okay, so whatever that number is that you got, that's 85% of your heart rate max. Okay, so then you would continue to do that same math, take that max number, times it by 0.80. Okay, so 80 to 85% max, that is your highest intensity that you are aiming to go for. Then we look at our moderate intensity. That's 70 to 75%. So you can go ahead and do your math on your own. You can take your maximum number, times it by 0.75, record the number, times it by 0.70, record the number. So 70 to 75% of your heart rate max is your moderate intensity. 80 to 85% is your high intensity. Got it? Okay, so with that information, we can then break it down a little bit further. All right, so as we're training in our week, if we can, it's good to prepare ourselves to get up to that high intensity state. But we like to follow something in the training that I have done called the 4-day wave. So in this training style, we would essentially start ourselves on a no intensity day. So no intensity day is mostly focusing on your self-care. So things that are restful to your nervous system, things that are taking care of your body, of your muscles, of your joints, and doesn't necessarily require any intensity. Your heart rate won't really get up that much. This could be things like restorative yoga, maybe super gentle Tai Chi or Qigong, maybe long baths or sauna experiences, this sort of thing. Okay, so you would map that out in your week. Maybe you start that on your Sunday. So maybe your Sunday is your no intensity day. Then we'd move up to a little bit more intensity. Now we're headed up to that low intensity day. This would be things like maybe body weight, gentle body weight conditioning, core conditioning, maybe doing some myofascial release and mobility work, maybe body weight, vinyasa yoga type style work, using just your body weight, not getting your heart rate up too much, but maybe activating different parts of the body a little bit more. Okay, so that would maybe be on a Monday. This is day dependent, you can modify it as needed. Then we'd work up to Tuesday would be your moderate intensity day. So moderate, again, now we're trying to find that 70 to 75% of our heart rate max. I'll tell you how to test that on yourself at the end of the wave discussion. So once we get to that 70 to 75% max on that moderate intensity day, our body is now primed and ready to start to work a little bit harder. We've started to get the heart rate up. We're not jarring the system because we've taken it slow and steady. Then after that moderate day, the next day, we would take it to our peak day, our high intensity day. We're pushing it to the max. So we're getting to 80 to 85% max of that maximum heart rate. Then immediately after that high intensity day, we drop back down to a no, moderate, high, and we repeat the wave. So in your week, this might look like Sunday, no, Monday, low, Tuesday, mod, Wednesday, high, Thursday, no, Friday, mod, Saturday, high, Sunday, no. Something like this. It's all tweakable, so you can add a couple more moderate and high days or a couple less. We're aiming for around 3 to 4 in moderate or high intensity days. Okay, so the reason behind this is so that we can prime the nervous system for getting into that fight or flight mode, and then quickly teaching our nervous system to drop back down into rest or digest. So we all know exercise is important, but we also now know that exercising also stimulates our fight or flight and cortisol in the system. So if we can begin to train in a way that we are consciously rising the level of stress through our workouts and then consciously relaxing the body, it will be a lot easier in our daily life to have those ups and downs of stresses and then immediately be able to come back down into that rest or digest state, which is what we want, ideally. All right, so briefly, how then do you discover on your own if you're meeting those moderate or high intensity heart rate estimates? Okay, I'll tell you. So after we've done about 20 to 30 to 40 minutes of your exercise, whatever that is for you, I personally train with the steel mace. So if I'm doing my conditioning round is around 25 minutes, after that, I would then take my fingers, find my pulse, my heart rate will be most likely quicker. I will set my timer for 15 seconds, okay? So I'll set my timer and I'll count how many beats do I have in those 15 seconds. I will then stop counting and record that number. Say it's 32. Okay, so that's that 15 seconds. I now want to times that by 4 to make a minute, all right? So I'd take 32, times it by 4. That would be my final number. And then I can see, okay, did I reach that number that's within my targeted moderate day or my targeted high day? And from there, if I'm tracking this, which by the way, I will leave a tracker in the description down below so you can start to practice this on your own. I will start to record my heart rate variabilities. I'll record my heart rate in each workout and see, okay, how can I start to work with myself of knowing when I can push myself a little bit more on those high intensity days versus moderate days, etc. All right, well, I really hope that this was helpful. For me, it has been a game changer in being able to follow a consistent wave. And some great advice is if you miss a day on your wave, no problem, just jump straight back into where you're supposed to be and keep on following it. So this is also helping us prevent injury, not go too hard on both our systems, in both nervous and physical system, and also helps us keep an account of flow and stability in our training and in our wellness regime. All right, well, please, please, please let me know if you have any questions. If so, leave a comment down below. I will answer them as best as I can. And if you're interested in training with me more, I do offer one-on-one coaching. I also have an online movement program that you're welcome to check out. So I'll leave all that information down below. All right, y'all, I'm wishing you a beautiful day. I hope you keep moving, staying well in your body, and I hope to talk to you soon. All right, bye.